welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here today. Just a quick reminder before I get started, don't forget to subscribe. I'm bringing you this wig review today for pinkypromise.com. Go to the Pinky Promise website and sign up to receive their emails, and you can get a code to save 30%. You can also email support at pinkypromise.com if you ever have any wig related questions. So today we're going to take a look at a brand new Mane Attraction style. This is Flashdance, and the color on this one is Praline. More on her in just a minute. Okay, we can start taking a look at Flashdance. So, Flashdance, what a name for a wig. So fun to say. The thing I think that's throwing me off about the name is that I've seen the movie several times, and the girl in the movie did not have hair like this. She had really curly hair. Remember the scene like where she's dancing to the Maniac song and she's got the leg warmers on and she's got like her arms like straight down and she's like, da, 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 da. You can't see my feet, but you know, she's like pounding her feet and she's dancing till she can't dance no more and all that. She didn't have hair like this. Like she had that curly hair. So this looks more like Breck Girl, you know, like the Breck girls from those commercials from the 80s, you know. Woo! So I think that's more of what it's reminding me of versus Flashdance. But the name is Flashdance. I didn't name it. I just have to review it. So anyway, so like I said, this is Mane Attraction. This is regular synthetic. I think this is a really, really pretty brunette, and the style is really pretty. It's just a basic cap. It does have a mono crown feature up here that, I don't know, mono crowns don't really excite me that much. I really don't think they do that much for the style personally, but I guess it's nice to have a little tiny bit of monofilament up there that kind of gives you a little cowlick appearance, draws a part, you know, back to there. Of course, you can part it wherever you want to. It's parted on the left. That's where it was parted when I took it out of the box. So I just kind of went with that. The funny thing was I took this out of the box. I didn't even know that it had a bang. I had seen the bang measurement, but I don't know. I wasn't putting two and two together. And it has permatease, and it was like really kind of, it was, you know, had some serious box hair. So I could really see the permatease right here. So I took my wide tooth comb and just kind of raked it through the top and raked it through that permatease. And this is what you want to do. You want to just kind of, you know, wake that tease up and also fluff up the fibers around it to kind of get rid of, you know, that nesty appearance, and just let it do what it's supposed to do, which is give that top lift. And then this bang fell down and I was like, oh, she has a bang. So, you know, just know that you may have to, you know, wake that top up a little bit to get those bangs to lay right, but they're laying really nicely. I mean, they don't have the box hair funky thing that, you know, going or anything. And I think they're a nice length. You may have to trim them a little bit if you want them to go all the way across your face, but they're side sweeping very nicely. They have, there's a little bit of tease here at the edge, which is making those bangs go out a little bit, which is nice because they aren't just hanging right in my eyes. So I really, really like that too. So permatease all throughout this wig. This particular brand tends to fit average plus. So it's big on my petite head. I'm not gonna lie. It fits me ear to ear, but there's a lot of extra room. I mean, it's big, big, big on my head. So if you're petite, I don't know that this particular line is the best. I have had a couple of these in the past. I cannot recall the names. Oh, Enchantress, I think, was one of them. And I was able to cinch in the adjusters. She had, I think, a mono part and a lace front too. So I don't know, she the cap didn't quite as, I don't remember the cap feeling this big, but that's been a few years ago. But this one does feel pretty big on my petite head. So just something to note. Okay, I'll do a turn so you can see her all the way around, and then we'll get into all of her specs. So here's the left, the back, my right, and back to the front. Okay, so there's no mono. So I will show you this top. It is a bit nesty, the permatease up there, but like I said, that's why you want to rake your comb through there. You want to wake these fibers up so that they aren't all, you know, laying flat and you don't have the, you know, that appearance so much of that permatease. But, you know, you can definitely feel it. It is visible to my eye. So if that's something that bothers you, you know, that's something to consider with this particular wig. So no mono. So of course you're going to always want to have that bang down there. I have good coverage around, you know, the face. There is some permatease on the ear tabs that I'm feeling as well. It's just all throughout the piece. So this is supposed to be, you know, this is not a low density wig. This is more of a medium to higher density wig with all the tease that is going through here. Okay, so measurements, the bang is 4.75 inches. The sides are 4.25 to 11 inches. The back is also 4.25 to 11 inches. So you see you have a little shorter layer and then we get longer there. And then the nape is 10.75 inches, giving plenty of length, you know, for ponytails, updos, that type of thing. Overall measurement they give is 16.75 inches, and the weight is 4.85. Okay, I'll pop her off and we can look at the interior of her cap. Okay, I'll show you that tease up close so you see what I'm talking about. There has to be something up there, some kind of fiber, and they, you know, they want this piece to have lift. So you can change your part around. You can change your part to wherever, you know, however you want to change it. But, you know, you do have a bit of that nesty permatease, but this is a lower price point wig. So, you know, I would kind of expect to have more of a visual of that permatease. So, okay, so here's that monofilament crown. It's just right here. It's not a huge, you know, a little bit bigger than a quarter, not a huge amount. You've got closed wefting with some open wefting here on the top for ventilation. You have a soft felt strip here that's going to go across your forehead. Soft felt ear tabs with metal there. Open wefted cap. She does not have an extended nape. Like I said, this is a lower price point wig, so sometimes you see those features taken away. There is a soft strip here, and there are Velcro adjusters, which is nice. Plenty of stretch, so this is going to accommodate larger head sizes, no problem. Okay, let's take a look at this pretty brunette. So this is Praline, really gorgeous, highlighted medium brown, dark to medium brown, I would say. It's described as a medium brown, but it's a pretty dark brown. So you never know on these different lines. Sometimes their brunettes are darker, you know, so this is what they consider to be their medium brown. So the description for Praline is a medium brown with golden blonde highlights. Very straightforward, exactly what we see with our eye. So those golden blonde highlights are going to run throughout the piece. They're definitely visible, but they are really nicely done. They're not heavy and chunky. They're just a very pretty subtle highlight running all through there, just like it would look at the hairdresser if you had dark hair and you went and got some pretty highlights put in. I think it's a very pretty brunette. They even have the highlights up here at the front and the bangs, which looks really, really nice. They're just very consistent throughout the piece, which I like. And not heavier in one spot and all that. I just like the consistency of the highlights. Really pretty. Here we are without those bright lights. You can still see those pretty highlights. Really nice brunette. Okay, here we are outside under the patio cover so you can see the dimension with those highlights. Pretty. Okay, so here we are in natural light. Her bangs are being a little unruly outside. But you can see the color. This is really pretty. Okay, we can look at glasses and styling and all that. So another thing with this wig being a lower price point I noticed is like this ear tab over here looks pretty good. But this one over here has a little bit of funky, you know, they put permatease right on the ear tabs and stuff like that. So the way to rectify that if you want to tuck it is just bring yourself down a little side piece, and then that's going to cover, you know, that part that just is a little fuzzy looking and that kind of thing. So you can still tuck it behind your ears, but just pull a piece down in front of your ear and that will hide it. You can even, you know, shorten these hairs a little bit that are right in front of your ear if you want to, and cut in some little baby hairs if you want to. You know, you can just kind of go in with your scissors and just shorten them and nip them off. I mean, I wouldn't cut your wig if you don't know what you're doing, but it's not that hard to do. There's videos on YouTube, you know, showing how to do that too. So, but for the purposes of showing glasses, I like to tuck it completely just so you can see exactly where the glasses are going, I would put the glasses on top of those ear tabs. I don't usually stick glasses under my ear tabs because I have found that to be very uncomfortable in the past. So, okay, but you can put your glasses up. Just remember though that there is some permatease, so you're gonna feel like your glasses are getting pushed out just a little bit. It's not terrible, but you know, I would definitely tuck and then put the glasses up because you don't want to run any risk of, you know, knocking your wig off or whatever. Okay, so while we have her back like that, we can put a headband in. She looks cute with a headband. A headband is also a great way if you're a little self-conscious about, you know, those little permatease hairs up there. You can use this is a pretty thin one. You can get wider ones, or you could also use a scarf, and you can use that to kind of hide, you know, hide that as well. Again, with the ear tabs, you're going to have your bang layer coming down, so you can hide those ear tabs a bit by pulling out your full bang layer. Just have a little layering around the face, and that looks pretty cute. And then she's got plenty of length, you know, with these sides and everything. I pulled out a funky hair there. To, you know, put her up in a half up, half down. You're going to have volume up here on the top. You're going to have volume in this wig, I think, no matter what you do. So it's just, the style is just made to have volume. So you can put her in a ponytail. Just be mindful of the fact that you do not have an extended nape. So you just want to make sure your nape is nice and flat. But, you know, works perfectly well. You could do, you know, braiding, and you could do twists and do some little updos with her too. Pull down a few more of these layers around the face, and that would be pretty as well. You know, about the only thing that you can't do with her, of course, is wear her off the face like that. Your bang is always going to need to be there to hide the fact that you do not have a lace front, you know, on this particular style. So, but, you know, this type of a cap style keeps the price point lower, makes the wig more affordable, you know. So there are good things to that as well. So anyway, and remember what I showed you at the beginning, you know, wake up this permatease up here in the top. No matter where you change your part, you know, you could part from any place that you want to part it, but you're just going to want to kind of, you know, rake through that permatease, wake it up a little bit, and then try to just hide it a little bit with your layers. So just play around with the top. If you get it so it's too big, that's not that big of a deal. You can kind of smooth it back down a little. I think I got it going crazy right now, but you know, you can smooth it down a little bit too and take some of that volume out. But just do that and kind of hide that, you know, help to hide that permatease on the top there. So I want to thank Pinky Promise for sending this wig to review for you all today. There will be purchase information down below this video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. And until next time, don't forget, you're absolutely beautiful. Bye.